Hello guys, and welcome to the first top 5 community PvP clips video. I'm so excited to finally bring a top 5 PvP video for you guys. You guys sent in a lot of sweet footage, so without further ado, let's begin with Meliodas coming in at number 5 on the Hybrid Sorcerer, and here he is doing some work in the sewers. There you see he had that massive opening gank on that player there, getting 15k stones off of him. Goes to put some pressure into this other player here who is also carrying a lot of stones, but he ends up getting away. Meliodas goes for a quick bank, and he's going to head right on back here and get some more ganks in this spot. Here we see a red player come up, goes for the bow into the Dawnbreaker. Oh my gosh, the poison injection into the Dawnbreaker. Also goes for the Endless Fury. Massive hybrid gank. So beautiful. Taking a lot of damage here. Goes for his potion into the Vigor dodge roll. Dodging the attack. Little bit of Dark Deal here into the roll. Again, getting some more resource back. Dots him up with the bow. Goes into the Reverberating Bash. Into the Execute. Wow, that hybrid finish is just absolutely brutal. Look how much damage he does on the hybrid here. Here we go. He goes for the bow heavy attack, poison injection into the Dawnbreaker, and he just brings him down with the pierce armor into the light attack bash. Wow, huge burst there. Goes for the curse on this player here. Hits him with the reverb bash to get that heal debuff. Goes for the execute, streak through him for that execute again into the ransack bash for that big finish. Oh my lord. Absolutely beautiful hybrid gameplay by Meliodas. So coming in at number 4, guys, we have some werewolf solo PvP by Gorrest, and here he is on his wolf. We've got a bunch of blue players surrounding him here. He goes for some heavy attacks on these players here, gets the werewolf bleed off on them there, making sure to heal himself. Now this build that Gorrest is playing is very bulky and good at brawling. We actually just featured this community build on the channel. So as you can see here, he's taking a huge beating, trying to do a bit of kite game, land those heavy attacks, and keep some pressure up on this guy here. Lots of heavy attacks into the light attacks, getting a lot of bleeds off on him and actually bringing that player down. And now he's going to go for some heavy attacks on these players after the fear, making sure to keep his heals up as often as he can. He's got a lot of resource on this build returning to himself just from continuously attacking his opponents, so he's going to make sure to do that. Brings down another player with the howl there, getting a lot of stuns on him. Super low HP, massive heal. Oh my gosh, that was like a 16k werewolf heal, and he gets this guy with some more light attacks. So much bleed damage, fully charged heavy there into the howl. Trying to get him. There's the bleed there, and just putting a lot of pressure on this DK. Just going to continue to hack on him here. And this DK here is very bulky. However, he's not really doing much damage to Gorrest. So Gorrest can just keep putting the pressure on him and just slowly wearing this guy down. And he is running what looks like the Blessed set, Meridia's Blessed Armor. As you can see there, Gorrest got a whole bunch of misses. So I think he was blinded by the Blessed Armor set. And that particular set is very hard to deal with one-on-one. It essentially halves your opponent's damage. Yeah. Very powerful set for a one-on-one, I think. So Gorrest is just going to keep hacking on him here, keep the pressure on him, and I believe some more blues are actually going to jump on top in just a little bit here. This DK here, of course, is making sure to block to proc that Meridia's Blessed set. Great fear there by Gorrest, putting some damage into him, but unfortunately he got a whole bunch of misses with the Blessed set. And here comes another enemy Sork. Gorrest switches targets right away, going off the tanky player and going for the squishier Sork that has shown up. And this Sork is just taking an absolute pounding. Oh my gosh, look, he's just heavy attack, light attack, howl, heavy attack, light attack, the bleed just over and over, putting the pressure on this guy here, and just finally brings him down with a huge howl stun there. His health points just absolutely drop, and then back to working on this tank here. And here his HP starting to get pretty low. He was getting there. We see the Meridia blind there, and the DK manages to get back from the low HP, but we've got some more players incoming. We've got a player on the horse, just kind of watching the fight, hanging out. Looks like he's getting off the horse, and he's going to engage here. Gorrest has lost his werewolf form. Uh-oh, that's not very good. So now he's going to have to do his fight outside of werewolf. He, of course, is on a warden, which is, well, pretty great in a stam build here. And he goes for the dot up here with the poison injection. He has the blood craze on this guy already, and this guy's just holding block. He's, yeah, goes for some heals here. Oh, still just holding block and healing himself. Just kind of playing really passive. I'm not really sure, but there you see. Gorrest is not going to let him get away. That's right, no survivors. And that is the end of the fight there. It ends up just being a stalemate between Gorrest and this very tanky Dragon Knight. So great fight there, Gorrest. Awesome job on the wolf, my man. All right, guys, so coming in at number 3, we have Tbois on his Stamsork. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I think I said it wrong. We did feature this build as well as a community build feature, so if you guys want to check this build out, it is also on the YouTube channel. But without further ado, as you can see here, he's absolutely shredding these guys up. This is a little bit of an older clip here from back when vet ranks were actually still in the game. And Tbois is still playing his dual wield 2H Stamsork and absolutely shredding these guys up. He kills all the guys on the resource, flips it back, the guards respawn, and then, of course, we've got more reds incoming here, and Tbois is just going to go for a little bit of pressure on the first guy there. He's pretty tanky. Huge wrecking blow on that guy to bring him down, and then the guy on top of the flag here is by himself, and Tbois is just going to make sure to keep the pressure down. He switches targets to another Templar that's come in here, goes for the crit rush into his dots here, into the wrecking blow. Big smack on this guy, but he goes into the block and heals himself right away, stunning Tbois back. He quickly goes, turns around behind him, re-dots him into the wrecking blow, bringing that guy down, and now he's going to put some pressure on the last player here. And this guy here is very tanky, spamming the blazing shields on top of the flag. Oh my gosh, when's the last time we've seen a good old blazing shield build, guys? It's been too long. This throwback clip's so great. But here you can see he cannot keep up with the continuous pressure, and Tbois brings him down. Another Nightblade jumps on him here. He goes for some heals there, streaks through them, getting the stun off on both the players. Really good call. A friendly NPC drops the negate there. That's going to help a lot. This Nightblade now is in trouble, gets hit by the wrecking blow as the dot pulls him out of his cloak, and then I think that shouldn't happen this patch. That's just kind of an older thing when the dots would pull you out of cloak there. And the Nightblade almost goes down there. I think he just narrowly escapes. And Tbois is going to change back to this Dragon Knight here. Absolutely shredding these guys up on this resource. Oh my gosh, another one bites the dust. And now he's going to go for a tactical retreat into the tower. Great fight, Tbois. Check his build out on the YouTube channel. And coming in at number 2, we have a hybrid Dragon Knight clip by Danzo. And yeah, this is one heck of a sweet build. Yet again, another build that we have featured as a community build on the channel. So if you guys want to check this out, it is on the YouTube channel. And check out Danzo's channel as well. And yeah, we're going to jump into it. There you see he gets the fossilize on this guy. And just goes for the swords into the whip and brings him down. Huge burst, crit rush into this guy here. Light attack into the fossilized, light attack whip, heavy attack whip to bring him down. Massive burst, light attack fossilized, partial heavy. He gets the fear, heavy attack into the whip, heavy attack into the whip, light attack execute. Goes for the onslaught ultimate there as well, getting his armor buff. And just a little bit of a retreat here, and then Danzo's going to crit rush right back into the fray. Goes for the fossilized light attack whip, heavy attack whip, massive combo. Oh my lord, look at the amount of damage that heavy attack does on this spec. He is running the Sunderflame set to add the extra damage on that heavy attack as well as the armor debuffs. Great hybrid build here, and there you just see him absolutely shredding through these guys, making sure to keep his wings up because we get a lot of range projectiles at the top here. But there you see that fossilize into the heavy attack whip, fossilized light attack whip, heavy attack whip. Oh my gosh, it's so much damage. They just can't even keep up with it. Rebuffing here, and this is the last guy left. And Danzo and his team have successfully cleaned the entire top here in this deathmatch. And here's just a little bit of prelude as he looks around for more fights. Right back up to the top here. And making sure to keep the wings up, reflecting those incoming projectiles. Got a Nightblade on our tail here. Crit rush into him. Get him with the fossilized light attack whip. Light attack whip, bring him down. Oh my gosh, the power lash doing so much damage. There you see another fossilized combo, and he's got the friendly players on there with the whip. So much damage. Fossilize on this guy here. Such a powerful stun fossilize on the Dragon Knight, really shutting these guys down. goes for his, making sure to keep his fireball buff up, goes for the crit rush into this guy, dots him up into the fossilized light attack whip, heavy attack into the whip. This guy's pounding shields, and Danzo gets him with the execute there, making sure to keep those wings up, of course, and then going back into pressuring these guys. The wings being such a great utility for Dragon Knight in these kinds of fights, just mitigate a huge amount of range damage. And the amount of damage he's doing on this build, I can't even believe it. He has so many kills already, absolutely insane. Go for a crit rush into this guy, go for the Greatsword ultimate into the fossilized. The armor strip is a lot of extra pressure, and I think that guy, he ends up surviving, saved by the friendly team players there. Goes for a crit rush into this guy, gets him with the fossilize. Here we go the light attack whip, heavy attack into the dual wield bleed into the whip. Oh, we get the stun off of his rune cage there. Got a lot of players jumping on top of him. Friendly players jumping down here, making sure to keep those wings up. Yet again, wings are going to be so good to protect him and deter those ranged attackers. Here we take a Nightblade Fear. Goes for the heavy attack into the whip here. I mean, every time he does that dual wield heavy, he just absolutely shreds people. Oh man, it's so gratifying to see that dual wield heavy into the whip. It just looks so good. I know DK's been craving something like that, so if you guys like that look, man, I'd recommend checking this build out. And there you see, we've got a bit of a mash here going on. All the friendly players kind of dumping their ultimates, the enemy players all in the same spot. Go for the healer here, get the fossilize off on him. Light attack whip, so much damage. We're gonna dot this guy up with the dual wield bleed right away. And he seems to be pretty tanky. Danzo gets him with the fossilize there into the whip, and then goes for the executes there. And finally, the tanky player is brought down. Goes for the wings right away. Great call as the Magblade approaches with his staff out, really just shutting down the Magblade's opportunity to go very offensive. And here we see he goes for a bit of a kite out there, finds this guy coming back in, gets him with the fossilize, and I mean, is there any surviving this build? Oh my gosh, he's just shredding through these guys. There you see that massive heavy attack into the blood craze. So many splats, so much damage. And here we see a few enemy players going at it. Danzo jumps down, gets a great fossilize, kills the second player off there, goes for the wings to defend himself. This Sork here going for his heavy channels. No, we're not going to have any of that. Goes for the executes, trying to bring him down. The Sork continues to heal himself. And there we go. Danzo's team coming through on the back end there, just cleaning up everything as well. And oh my lord, look at this score. He's doing so well on this hybrid Dragon Knight. Looks so freaking good. And just going to look for a little bit more fight. Crit rush into this guy, right into the fossilize. Hit him with the whips right away. No bleeds needed, baby. He ain't going to survive. Looking for a little bit more here. Goes for the wings right away. The Templar responds by healing himself at full health. Maybe not the best call. Danzo hits him with the stuns. Going for the damage. A lot of damage coming from an opposing player. Hitting Danzo from behind. Goes for his wings there. Gets a good reflect off. Goes for the heavy attack into this guy. Very tanky player. Making sure to keep his wings up yet again. The potion is off cooldown. Good for resource here. Goes for the heavy on this guy. Oh my god, look how much damage it did to his health bar. And now he's just going to whip him down. Go for the execute. Oh my lord. And the friendly players here sticking very close to each other, keeping themselves alive. The enemy players are kind of piling up on their team here. Danzo's at the front line, making sure to bring people down with his whips of justice. Oh my god. Crit rush right into them. Goes for the Greatsword ultimate. Doing the armor strips, a great call, especially when he goes for a push like that. It's going to make him very bulky, so he doesn't take a lot of damage when these guys turn on him. And as you can see, they all turn around, and his friendly group just pushes into the back end of these guys as they're looking at Danzo. And Danzo's going to turn, make sure to clean this guy up. There's the fossilize there, keeping those wings up. Another fossilize into the whips. Oh my gosh. And look at that score. 20 kills, 0 deaths, and 12 assists. Very, very nice. And finally, guys, coming in at number 1, we have the legendary Akenos on his Magicka Templar, going into his Bat Swarm here, goes for the jabs. Huge amounts of damage on his Magicka Templar, absolutely devastating all the blues on this flag. Oh my gosh, he took 3 or 4 players down right away, and he's just going to keep the pressure on here. Goes for his Burning Light into these guys, right into the jabs, bringing down yet another player, and look at how much damage he's just sweeping everywhere here. He's got a lot of the players here have pets on him, but he's just going to keep the pressure up. Lots of AoE from the jabs too, bringing down a player who's running a lot of pets there. This werewolf jumps on top of him. Akinos quickly stuns him, goes for the jabs. So much damage, bringing him down. Oh my gosh, this guy's trying to res. What are you doing, man? It's over. It's too late. Too late to res. Go for the Soul Assault on the res player, bringing him down there. Goes for the Gap Closer into this guy, and then some jabs from behind. Bringing that guy down as well. Oh my lord. Absolutely fantastic bomb. Solo defense of the keep. So beautiful. The blues are coming back. They're trying to get some reses on some friendly players here. Akinos quickly taking down the first player there. This guy here goes for his Steel Tornado at full health. Nope, that's not going to do it. Akinos doesn't even pay attention to him. Gets the stun off on him right into the Soul Assault, bringing him down. This guy doesn't even pull his weapons out. He knows what's up. It's done, son. This keep is Akinos's. Beautiful play from Akinos here, and a link to his channel, of course, is in the description. So I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for submitting your clips for the top 5. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. And if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have any footage that you guys want to send in for a top 5 PvP submission, you guys can send it to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. If you guys have any builds that you want to send in, we also feature community builds, so you guys can send that to KristoferESO@hotmail.com as well. Thank you again, guys, for submitting the footage. A link to everybody's channels, of course, is in the description, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing what else you guys will send me, so send in those submissions. Let's see what you guys got. And without further ado, we have just one last little clip here. Yeah, good stuff. And the last shout out that I want to give, guys, is to Graphite. We had a community submitted piece of art for the thumbnail and for the transition slide on this video. So thank you so much, Graphite, for sending in the picture. It looks absolutely fantastic. I think you guys know who it is. So big shout out to Graphite, guys. Big shout out to everybody yet again for submitting the footage. Thank you so much, guys. Have a fantastic night, everyone, and I hope to see you again next time.